Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I hope you all are fine and doing well. I am Saman Ijaz, your English instructor. This video lesson is for grade 3. So students, this is our new assignment. Now, first of all, moving towards our Oxford Discover student book, page number 68, Unit 7, Get Ready. As you can see in the part A, we have been provided with a word list. Now what you have to do is to listen to the words and read them after me. Part A. Listen and read the words. Listen again and say the words. Second. Minute. Hour. Month. Year. Noon. Spin. Orbit. Time zone. Multiply. Now moving towards our part B. How much time do these activities take? Write the time words. Talk about your choices with your partner. So students, as you can see, we have also been provided with a word bank. 60 seconds is equals to 1 minute. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Whereas 12 months is equal to a year. Now, our first statement is say good morning. Now, how much time does it take to say good morning? They have written 3 seconds. Next statement, do your homework. Now, here you have to write your own time. How much time do you take to do your homework? Next is call a friend. How long do you call your friends? Our statement number 4 is learn to play the piano well. Now this can take a year. Read a book. It can take about a month or 6 months. It's all up to you. Then next we have got brush your teeth. How much time do you take to brush your teeth? You have to give your times. I hope all of you are able to attempt it. Moving forward towards our part C. Match each sentence to a word. Now here we have been provided with 5 statements and there are 5 words as well. We have to match appropriate statement with its word. Our first statement is, you are in one of these. Now where are we? Multiplying, spinning, noon, time zone, orbiting. So where are we? We are basically in one of the time zones. So we are going to match 1 with option D. Moving to next statement, you can do this by walking around a tree. Now what do we do when we are walking around a tree? We are orbiting it. So we are going to match second one with option E. Statement number 3, this is faster than adding. So we are going to match third one with A, multiplying. So students, I hope you all are able to attempt the next 2 statements. Now moving forward towards our page number 69. Before you read, think, answer the questions. So here our first question is, what time did the sun set last night? Now think about it. What was the time of the sunset? It was around 5 p.m. Question number 2. What different ways do you use to tell the time? Now there are many ways to tell time. I hope you all know these ways. Question number 3. How many hours are there in one day? There are 24 hours in a day. So students, you all have to think about these questions and give your own opinions. Moving forward towards our part D, learn diagrams. A picture or diagram in a text can help you understand important ideas. Before you read, look at the diagrams. In the reading, notice their labels and titles. As you read, look at them again to help you understand. Now here they are telling whenever you are reading a book or anything, a text, what you have to do is to first of all look at the pictures and then try to assess what are they telling. As we can see here, our book is filled with pictures. Whenever we start a chapter, first of all we look at the pictures and then try to understand What is the chapter about? So students, moving forward, look at the diagram, then circle the best answer for each question. Now here we can see the diagram is about the earth. Now let's see what are the questions. Question number 1. How does light from the sun move to earth? In curvy lines? In straight lines? The diagram doesn't tell me. Now as we can see in the diagram, there are straight lines. So we are going to mark in straight lines. Question number 2. How much of earth is dark? Options: none of earth, half of earth, all of earth. We can see in diagram, half of the earth is dark, whereas half of the earth is receiving the light from the sun. So we are going to mark our option number B. How much of earth is in daylight? Options: all of earth, none of earth, or half of earth. Half of earth is receiving the sunlight. So that means it is in daylight. So we are going to mark our option C. Moving forward towards part E, words in context. Scan the articles on pages 70 and 71 and circle these words as you read. Try to guess what they mean. Now here we have been provided with 4 words. When you are listening to the audio, what you have to do is to circle these words in your text. Axis, planet, accurate, opposite. Part F. Answer the question before you read. Look at the diagrams in the reading. What information do they show us? Now, let's see what are the diagrams about. One of the diagram is about day and light, as it is showing. There is sun rising and then the sunset. The next diagram, it is about time zones, earth and the planets. As we can see, the name of our text is also time and the earth. So students, here we are provided with the audio track of this text. Now what you have to do is to listen to the audio very carefully and then read it your own self in order to improve your pronunciation.
Page 70. Read. Time and the earth.
What time is it? That's a very good question. From morning until night, clocks help us to plan our day. They tell us when things begin and when they end. Before clocks, people told time by watching the sun move across the sky. They started work when the sun came up in the east. At noon, when the sun was very high, they ate and rested. When the sun disappeared in the west, they went to bed. Today, we know that the sun doesn't move around the earth. The earth turns or spins on an imaginary line called an axis. As the earth turns, the sun seems to be moving across the sky. The time it takes for the earth to make one complete turn is called a day. A day is divided into hours, minutes, and seconds. There are 24 hours in a day. There are 60 minutes in an hour. How many minutes are there in a day? Multiply 24 hours times 60 minutes to get the answer. 24 times 60 equals 1,440. There are 1,440 minutes in one day. We measure time by other movements too. The Earth travels around or orbits the Sun. The time it takes for the Earth to go around the Sun once is called a year. 1 year is equal to 12 months, or just over 52 weeks. To be very accurate, it takes the Earth 365 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes, and 12 seconds to go around the Sun. We divide the Earth into 24 time zones. Each time zone is 1 hour apart from the next time zone. For example, when it is 10 a.m. where you live, it is 10 p.m. on the opposite side of the world. In 2 hours, it will be noon where you live, but on the other side of the world, it will be 12 at night. Thanks to clocks and calendars, we can measure time very easily. However, it is the movement of the Earth that really allows us to measure time.
So students, I hope all of you enjoyed the text that was about our Earth and time. So we all know there are 9 planets in our solar system. All the planets are orbiting the Sun. Now, as we know, when there was no clock, people used to guess about time by looking at the movement of the Sun. Next, they have told that our planet Earth is divided into 24 time zones. Each time zone is 1 hour apart from the next time zone. As we can say, here our time is 8 o'clock in the morning, whereas on the exact opposite side of the Earth, it will be 8 at night. That's the difference in the time on our Earth. Our Earth also spins on its axis. It's an imaginary line that is passing through the Earth. Earth spins as well as rotates in an orbit around the Sun. So students, next they have told that how long is our 1 minute. It is about 60 seconds. Whereas 60 minutes together make an hour and 24 hours make a day. In an year, there are 365 days or 366 days. So students, I hope all of you enjoyed learning about Earth. Students, I hope you all are able to attempt the exercises given on page number 68 and 69. I will meet you next time with the next part of this assignment. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.